Hello, sixth graders. Today is the last day that we're going to do Summer Mariposas. This is the end of the book, okay? We have our lesson title, Working with Theme, number 2, A Family Made Whole. If we look at our picture, we see the twins, Odilia and Juanita and Pita. They're all hugging their mom. So we can look here that they have made it back home and they are safe and sound back with their mama. If we go to activity 2, and then we're going to answer the questions here about chapter 3. We're not going to listen to chapter 3. We've already listened to it enough. So it says in chapter 3, La Llorona says, this is about you and your loved ones. Your family is lost in turmoil. You must find each other, become whole again. So the poll says, if you had to choose, what do you think La Llorona means when she tells Odilia that her family is lost at the start of the novel? Okay, so we can agree that the families are disconnected. The family members are disconnected. The girls are fighting. Mama is so busy working, she's not even paying attention to her daughters. They're angry at their dad because they're not sure why dad left. Okay, and then let's go to number 2. It says, if you had to choose, what do you think La Llorona means when she tells Odilia that her family must become whole? What has to happen? What do you think La Llorona means by that? Well, she means that the family members need to have a strong sense of connection to who they are, meaning they need to get along, they need to spend time together as a family, forgive each other. Go ahead and down here it says, what words would you use to describe the Garza's family behavior or feelings when they are lost? So the behavior is they're arguing with each other, comma, they're angry. Each other is 2 words. They're angry with dad, angry with papa. And then mama is never around. Number 2, what words would you use to describe the Garza's family behaviors when they become whole again? Well, first of all, they get along, comma, they're actually spending time together. Okay, and then they forgive. They need to be able to forgive their father. Go ahead and click Save and Continue. And now we're at chapter 22. You are going to listen to the entire chapter. So follow my voice and follow along here. Click on Lesson Brief. And then go to the waffle. And then go to the library. Once you get to the library, if you have to put a code, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and get into the Summer Mariposa book and click on Continue Reading. Go to the table of contents on the left-hand side. It looks like there's 3 pancakes stacked. Click on it. And then you're going to see part 1, part 2, and part 3. Next to part 3, there's an arrow. Click on that down arrow. It expands the chapters. Go to chapter 22. Chapter 22 is only 10 minutes long. You need to listen to the entire thing. So go ahead and pause this video, listen to the chapter, and come back and finish Amplify. Okay, now that you have finished reading the chapter, you're going to go to activity 3, and we're only doing card 1. Okay, it says practice identifying text evidence, which details shows how the how the Garza family is whole and how they're lost. So which text evidence confirms that the family is whole and which one confirms that they are lost? Go ahead and click and drag them to the correct ones. I'm just clicking random, okay? All right, and then click next. And then click next again. And then click hand in. Oh, it's not going to let you. Now go to activity number 6. You are going to think about, do you think Odelia's mother feels her family is back together at the end of the book? What you just read. Were you surprised to hear that the father apologized at the end and then were surprised that he left, like he left the party? Do you think the sisters would still tie up their little sister like they did in the beginning of the book? Do you think about how they acted when Peeta was trying to go tell on them? Do you think that Odelia is proud to be related to healers like her grandmother and connected to the Aztec goddess like Donatzin? Okay, and then click next. You are going to complete race just R and A. You're only doing R and A, R and A. That's it. The question is, describe what Odelia means at the end of the book when she says, "We would always be one, together forever, protecting our loved ones, braving the wind and illuminating the sky." What does she mean by that? Do R and A, says provide evidence from the text to support your response. And C, I'm sorry, we're doing all race. I apologize. You're doing R, A, C, and E. Okay, so this is what she says. Now, what do you think she means by that? So if we copy and paste, Odelia means at the end of the book when she says, and then go ahead and take that whole part. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to place it in my box. Control V. Okay, and then I'm going to reword it so that it makes sense. At the end of the book, Odelia says, I'm going to erase Odelia means and then capitalize the A for at. At the end of the book, Odelia says, and then you're going to put Shane means, and you're going to answer. That's R, and now we have A. And then in the text, it states, and go find some more text evidence to confirm what she could mean. Okay, and then whenever you do this means or this shows, you don't need to repeat what you've already repeated for your answer. This needs to be something completely different, not like in this means and then repeat this answer again. Okay, what else could it mean? All right, once you have that done, click hand in. And then you're going on to do activities number 8. Click activity number 8. You're going to answer the wrap-up question. And then activity number 9, you're going to answer the 2 questions on activity number 9. If you need to reread part of chapter 21, you can. But after you answer, you are done and we are finished with the novel. Good job. Have a wonderful day.